Hello. Hey, Nikki girl. Let's see. Okay. Hey, ladies. Hey, Paulette. Great Pressure 1.0. How are y'all? Hey, sis.
Hey,
How are you?
fine. How are you?
I'm good. Missed you last week.
I'm all right. Did you have?
Did I?
It looks
Hey,
fun.
y'all. Girl, I had the time of my life. I was reminiscing today and I was like, dang, I just wish I was somewhere back taking shots in the middle of the day with no cares in the world. You know what I mean? Hey, Leisha. Can you see the comments tonight? Because I know last time we did this, you couldn't see.
Yeah, I can see him tonight.
Okay. How is everyone? Hey, Eb. Not Eb.
See myself back.
Girl, I got like you had to put a little lip on today because I was like, Nikki be up doing me sometime. I can't have her out here. I can't have her out here. Exactly. I wish we were somewhere taking shots again, Leisha, in the middle of the day.
Oh, the middle of the day. I
Middle
was
of the day. You hear me? Like it was happy hour every hour.
like, I'm over here destroying stuff. Sorry, y'all.
What y'all drinking? Tell me what y'all sipping on, what y'all drinking. Did y'all watch the episode last night? The week before? I had to catch up. So I played catch up yesterday and watched both last week and this week. And
Okay, so now
I
you got
can't wait.
the TT
Mm-hmm.
with an auntie.
You been what? Cognac. Oh,
Who drinks cognac?
you had a hard day, sis. What's happening?
Who said
The
this?
episode got you like that? Leisha said she drinking cognac, sis.
That. Let me see. Can I see my comment? Let me see if I can see.
Can I see your what?
I don't see her comment. Let me comment and see if I can see it. Okay, I see my comment.
You
Okay.
gotta drink your water. I see. Can you see yourself?
Okay. She said she's drinking some water.
Yeah, I see the water. Water is nothing wrong with water, girl. I got my water too.
I'm drinking
Yeah, what you got?
Charleston's Pinot Noir.
Okay. I'm drinking a white blend by Lovely Wine. Ironically, I'm doing my giveaway with them, and then that was like the bottle I had. So I'm trying to stay black all month, as all the time, but I'm trying to be intentional. So
Yep.
I ain't want to open it just yet, but I was like, dang, that's only like one of the other two I had, and the other one I had was the longevity cab. I already drank that, so
It's really good too. Well, we limited to black on. So I told my
yeah.
pick me a black on up. And he was like, all they got is Charles Woodson. I said, grab it.
I haven't had his, but I need to
Yeah,
try that.
Chardonnay, they're both good.
Is that who you drinking tonight, Charles Woodson? Is that Intercept? Is that his brand?
Yeah, Intercept.
Okay. I figured. Look at me. Yes. Yes. I haven't tried that yet, but I want to. This is what I got. It's the
It's really good.
lovely wine. It's their Journey blend. From what I hear, I'm probably one of the last few that got this one left because she's been sold out for months. So it's really good though. Y'all ready to get into it or not? Y'all ready? For those who watched it, so disclaimer, if you have not joined us before, we are here to talk about Kings of Napa. If you have not seen this latest episode, you might want to come back because we'll ruin it for you. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. We're gonna talk about it. Everything Kings of Napa, probably from the beginning to now. So if you have not seen it or you're not caught up, sorry in advance because we'll likely spoil it. So these are just our opinions. We are not endorsed by them, getting paid by them. We're not on their staff, they payroll. We just feel like we are two black women who love wine. This is a black show about wine, so why not? That's
Although
a,
they call us and they can't endorse
I mean,
us.
they can tap in and ask to join the live, and I would gladly accept. And we can all chit chat together, kiki it up, sip some wine. You know what I mean? Like we can do all the things. But until that day happens, it's just us for now and y'all. So hopefully y'all ready to jump in. I
Yeah.
want to backtrack just a little bit, Nikki, because I know when you were out for episode 3, I'm only gonna go into this because I wanted to talk about the dessert wine. Did she not say she was making a port?
See, I thought that too in the beginning. I thought she said something about a port, and then she flipped the script on us and went, Bougie.
Okay, so I thought I was tripping. Like I know she said she was doing a port, but then when they was doing a taste off, that wasn't port. That wasn't giving me port. That was too light.
It was a Moscato.
Okay. Are you sure? Or are you just talking?
No, it was a Moscato.
Oh,
They
okay.
feel because I remember watching somebody else's review, and she was like, they did all that arguing over Moscato.
Yeah, because I was like, they definitely, and the only reason I remember is because I was drinking a port the same night we was talking about it, and I was like, see, and then all of a sudden I was like, these ain't port colors. Like this is a
I thought
white, this is a white dessert.
uh-uh. Where you go? Nope. Uh-oh, y'all.
Now,
We frozen. Okay, yeah.
am
I
I
think
back?
yeah.
I hear. Okay. Um. So it seems like this the past two episodes, or at least last week, it gave me more. It was back to the red color. So is she back? Did they forget that they told us it was gonna be a port, and then they kind of switched to something else, and then switched back? Maybe not that important, but I just thought I had to bring it up because I was really feeling it. That's what I was drinking when we were talking about it, and I was like, "Where the port at? Like this ain't port colors." Where you want to start? Where you want to start? Like I feel like it's so much because I had to catch up on two episodes in one. So,
I feel like we
oh, she just gonna hop off. Okay, Nikki, if you back or whenever you get back, girl, come on back. But anyway, until she comes back, because I don't know where she went. Maybe she lost connection or something. It kicked her. Join back. See if you can request to join back. Hey, ladies, both Ashleys. Hey, Dominique. Okay, so she's coming back. Hey, girl. Okay, I don't know what happened.
your Instagram just hung up on me.
What
Hey,
y'all
Ashley.
just joining? Ashley, Dominique. What y'all drinking on? So I'm drinking a white blend by Lovely Wine. I am drinking black, and
And
Nikki.
I'm drinking Pinot Noir by Charles Wilson Intercept.
That's it right there.
It's also black owned.
So I do want to get into, or I want to probably start off with the messiest of the messy to me, which is Dana.
We
And
starting off at because you didn't you missed last week.
I caught it. I'm caught up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. She's sipping up. I can't even say it right now.
I
Viognier?
can yeah.
Viognier? I think that's how you say it. Yeah, I did. So I ended up watching both. I'm completely caught up now. So we're gonna probably have to merge the last two episodes, even though we missed last week. But
Okay. You drinking okay.
not juice. I get it, Dominique. I didn't want to open mine either, but I only had like one or two black bottles left, and so I just went on and I gave in and I opened it up. Ain't no wrong with juice. Okay, so I'm really concerned. I'm not concerned, but Dana is getting messier to me by the minute.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go back an episode or two, like he's now hooked up with his Aunt Melanie, who obviously gave him some type of gig, a job. And he is so quick to go in and flaunt it in front of his mama of like, Aunt Melanie gave me this job. She hooking me up. It's more than you ever did.
But he
Like,
had a reason to. He felt he was in his feelings.
he stay in his feelings. Okay. Like I need him to grow up a little bit. Like I'm sick of him in his feelings every episode. And he's just like, well, at least, you know what I'm saying? He can't be trusted. I don't trust him. I think he's
I'm gonna give Dana a pass with the Melanie the mother thing because Yvette came in there and bust his bubble and said that his mom wanted to do
aborted.
away.
But she
So
made it. I mean, like they on good terms now. I mean, but what if we honest, right? What mom probably wouldn't consider it if they found out their child maybe had special needs or was a small person? Not saying they would do it, but I'm pretty sure it may
but
cost time.
Yvette should have hushed.
You said what?
Yvette should need to be quiet. She talked too much.
Yvette didn't need to be the one to say that, but at that time she didn't know he was there. So Yvette was just trying to she was trying to save herself and was like, I keep all kinds of secrets. Like I never told X, Y, and Z. Like I never told this. He just happened to
But
be
I told y'all that. I told y'all she know everything.
lurking like he always do. Okay, Dana always pops up in the middle of nowhere when he ain't supposed to be.
He does.
So
That's a trait he gets from Auntie Yvette because she always popping up talking and he always popping up listening.
exactly. So I think he could not wait to be like, and she was like, I support you. Like I voted for you. He was like, you only voted for me because you wanted to abort me. So I think the minute I saw your little body, that's when I debated. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want you to grow up with a hard life or to be different. But she decided not to. So I think that was valid. He just never gave her a chance to either explain herself or to say why. Right? I don't think he just he just ain't in it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like he just mad because he got to work under his sister. Of which, now let's go to that. She done sent a darn person to spy on her. But it's supposed to be your sister. You done got her house bugged. You're putting stuff in her house because now you're trying to find any and every kind of dirt on her.
Everything.
Because
Mad about everything and mad about nothing at the same time.
like I just feel like he always doing the most, but he really doing the most. Like now you're going against your own family, like your blood, your sister, because why? You trying to be you trying to be out so you can have that spot?
But like what made you first of all, the PI / security guard / I'm always hungry. He a little dingy to me and I don't like that.
He is slightly dingy. You know what, Leisha? I'm wondering if that was her too. So I had to ask myself, at the beginning of the last episode, this person that was in August's house when she was asleep. So I was trying to debate like body build, like whose physique is this? It's clearly a small person. And at the beginning, I was like, was she dreaming or is this real life? Like this really happened? But once she found the book, it had to be real life. What do you say?
That wasn't a small person. That was an average sized person.
I mean, like slender small.
Okay.
Yeah, not Dana small, but like it wasn't a it wasn't it wasn't nobody with no build.
Yeah, he's placing them bugs.
Yeah, so once she found out them bugs was in her house, then I'm thinking it was the PI security, whoever the guy is. I really think it was him because at first I was like, he's working for them, but also working against them. But it's not of them. He's working for them, but he's working against August because Dana's paying him on the side to meddle in her business. Oh yeah, he did mess up his promotion.
Child, we gonna get to August Boo because.
So are you saying you think it was August Boo that may have put the bugs in her house? That's the thing. Too.
August, Leisha, August Boo do too much.
Yeah, like I was rooting for them. I still am kind of rooting for them as a couple, but he do seem a little shady. Like he has, and she is telling him a lot. Like obviously they having pillow talk, and she's giving up all the business. But if he's against them, she's giving him all the ammo.
And he's divorced.
Is he? Is he divorced?
He's not divorced. I'm not rooting for them. He's scheming and scamming.
Is he divorced though? Probably not. And you know what? Do he really got a son? Maybe he do.
I think Dana put his like, okay. What?
Saying, texting him that's not legit. Cause the wife clearly still wearing her rings in the picture. You don't think he has a son? Is that what you saying?
Saw that in episode 3. She saw that, or the episode before this one. She was on his Instagram. She saw that the wife was still wearing the ring.
She did, because she was like, y'all are still married. And she was like, I mean, I'll just take my ring off, but.
And he sold her that wolf ticket, and she was like, okay. What else happened in episode 3 that you want to bring up?
3, 4.
4.
Okay. We can definitely move into the extortionist. So clearly, they thought it was, they started thinking it was Otis, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it did start to line a little bit towards Otis. I've always thought Otis was like suspect, right? Because Otis, for one, he is never here for Christian. He could care less about Christian. He's always on his back. So I was like, there is something with Otis, okay? And just the name alone,
Yeah, I
To
think.
me, I'm that's a little prejudice, but still. Um, Turns out, they did try to get him arrested, or did have him arrested, but he wrecked his car. Not him, but he was still suspect because the man was still stealing grapes. So you're not all the way innocent by any means.
But what you run for if you was just stealing grapes? Because when he said that, I said, but why? Like, you wrecked your whole car and now you was unconscious
But that
for.
was hard. If you notice, like it was a King's van that he took off in. But still, yeah, that's what I was like. But if you are innocent or you didn't have nothing to hide, like I don't know why you took off like that. Like you legit guilty. But I guess he a black man with the cops looking at him, and he's just like, nah, bro. But still, you bring more attention to yourself by running when you know you ain't do nothing. But in his
Yeah.
mind, he stealing the grapes was why they were after him. Maybe they figured it out. Maybe he thought they figured it out when he really didn't.
So yeah, he about to kill himself over some grapes.
Exactly, about to kill himself over some doggone grapes. That did he say Reggie knew about it, or Reggie was supposed to help
He
him?
said Reggie was supposed to help him get started, but he never did.
But he was like, "I'm gonna get my grapes, okay?"
Like, well, I had to break up. Then he took like what 1 point something million worth of grapes. I'm like, oh, this well dang good.
Listen, I'm just like, Otis really ain't never been here for Christian. For some reason I like this. I don't like the dynamic, but I like how Otis don't cut him no slack, right?
I'm the old school person, and he like, look, little young boy, you spoiled brat, and we know you get your stuff handed to you, so you're
Right.
gonna or you're
Just
gonna get
you don't mean it's gonna all be handed. And but
out.
stop coming out here in Versace. Like, stop it. This is the vineyard. What are you doing?
But he did. He went. Oh, this is in the hospital. Christian did come out there with regular clothes on until he had to go get his cheat sheet.
He needed, yes, because now that Otis is laid up in the bed, on the sick and shut in list, he really got to go to work now.
He went and got that cheat sheet.
Got he called his cousin sister Bridget to be like, help me, you know what I'm saying? Like, help me figure this out. But at the end of the day, like, he still don't know what he's doing. So y'all
He,
still
he learning though. I'm not. I'm not.
he's trying to learn. I just want him to stick to the bourbon. Like, I want him to flourish in his bourbon. And
I think he can do both. He just has to focus. He's not used to focusing, so he's gonna have to focus.
again, I think they need to use him where he's strong, and that's the bourbon side. This ain't it. This ain't it.
Okay, so since we're on the Christian topic, and he find the book bag with the
Yes, yes,
I don't
yes,
remember with the poison in it.
yes.
Is it Bridget's or is somebody framing her?
It's it. So I'm
Cause she getting real suspicious now too.
so prior to when he was first signing, I was like, it ain't no way that's Bridget, or somebody's trying to frame her, or even when they cut to the scene of her painting in the flashback, I was like, this is probably something for her art, right? This is probably it's twofold. For her, it's for art, but if it's used in a vineyard or against plants, it can kill them, right? This is my thought. But she's getting real suspect right now. Like she's shady at this present moment. Like she came back from New York, totally different. Her attitude is
Well,
on.
that grandma freaked her out.
Yeah, she did. She would have freaked me out too. But her attitude is on 10, right? And like now you don't know. Like, but she brings them. There's an extortionist for both y'all and Sean Vineyard, whatever. She gets her job back. She goes on this trip, and now all of a sudden it's like she's even colder than she was before she left.
I feel like she's colder because when she went on that trip, a lot of stuff came out, more secrets about the family. And she was like, why? What? Like, that's all we do is keep secrets? Like, what's up? I don't understand it.
Yeah, and even her, I'm with y'all, Misha and I mean, it was a phone call. Like the phone, she wasn't suspect to me until this phone call when they were like, she was just like just a lot happened in New York. You care to share? No,
No. She was
phone like I'ma handle it or
like, bro,
whatever.
business.
So that was too much. Like now she's becoming, I gotta watch her.
First, I was like, well, Otis was with the other vineyard too, so maybe he could have put that in Bridget's bag. But that phone call made me flip the script.
Egg. There's suspicious right now. She's sus. Like that's all I got. Like I can't trust her right now. And then she adds to it. I'm gonna save that part because that the end of the last episode kind of that
Yeah.
was a twist right there. That was a plot twist. I won't looking for that.
But who
But
was she was on the phone with?
right, who's she on the phone with?
Because we've never seen him. And he like, well, did you get it done? She like, well,
Exactly. She's known Reggie has been her dad for years.
okay, that's it. Like you saying that the family keeping secrets, but that's a big secret you kept
That is
from your father.
and why you still mad at your mama over that when you've known? Like you could have played the part at the house when they were reading it off, and you supposedly just found out like everybody else, and you was pissed. But y'all been living together, and you have been living at your mom ever since. Like, why you still mad if
No,
you?
the mama living with her, remember? Because she put mama out. She said, go find you
Mama
someone.
just went out this episode to go live at the Four Seasons or wherever she at. But like, why you still mad at her? Like, y'all the only two under this roof together. Y'all both know, and you still mad at her. So now there's to me makes me think it's something else for her to still be mad at her mama. Like you putting on, I mean, I can see you putting on a front in front of the Kings and the rest of the family. But when it's just y'all, why you still mad? Like why you got this attitude? I'm not understanding.
She's real suspect. Now that you,
I'm
yeah.
as much as Bridget is my girl, I am feeling real iffy at this moment. But let's get into. I mean, we're gonna kind of jump around, y'all. So the kiss that threw me too. I was not expecting that.
It was for me, and I said it. We weren't on last week. I said it last week. I said Bridget and Rose throwing out little sentences, and I'm like, because Rose had already said she was bisexual,
See,
but
somebody said that too. I was on Twitter and someone was like, "Well, she had already said she was bi." I missed that. I didn't hear her say.
I think I tweeted it last week. I said something between Bridget and Rose about to happen because it's like underlining
I
what's
did feel that they had something weird. Like their relationship kind of just came out of nowhere, and they was a little too close and didn't want nobody else around. I
or
did
I
that,
don't know.
but I thought it was them trying to like take over or kick other people out, cut the extortionists, whatever. I thought they were on that line. Like they were trying to team up because they're not necessarily in, they're like the outsiders almost. And so I thought they were kind of like teaming up to either get Dana in position or to get extra money from them.
You think Rose? Oh, Brett said he think Rose taking the money from the family.
He also, he also
I,
he didn't, so you don't think she really thought Reggie was her daddy? She just said that to get the girl off her back.
no, I think she knew.
You
I
think?
don't think Rose taking the money though.
You
I
think
think
Reggie taking the money?
Auntie Melanie put the stuff in Bridget's book bag. And why I say that is because she was at the doctor with the rashes. And it's like, ma'am, you've been back from Africa for about a couple of weeks
Girl
now.
gave her like yellow fever or something.
It, you've been back in the States for a couple of weeks or maybe a month now. You ain't had no rash since then, but now all of a sudden you got a rash. I
So
think
it's
they're
probably from the
doing
poison.
stuff.
She said that's
I think
poison.
Melanie doing stuff.
Yeah, at first, before the rash came up, I was like, Melanie tripping. Like, she either pregnant or something going on with her. Because homegirl is out here getting hot flashes. She about to pass out outside. Like, something ain't right with her. Didn't think
Now,
about it, but I gave her yellow fever or whatever disease flourishes in Africa. I don't know what it is, but I had done gave her something. But
she
that do
not
make sense.
she
That
not gonna put it on the continent. That's that anthrax she's spreading around the vineyards. Not gonna blame it on the continent. She's not gonna do that. That's that stuff.
right, right. But that do make sense. I can see that she's setting Bridget up. But why the like?
I'm gonna put this out here, and I want somebody to remind everybody when we find out what's going on that I put out here. Melanie and August Boo. I don't even know his name.
Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere.
Now that I think about it, I don't remember his name. But Auntie Melanie and August Boo, I think they working together.
But he's supposed to be representing her though.
But then she said that she was like, "You're not going to tell your client what we're talking
Right.
about." Like,
Right.
no. him and Melanie doing some stuff
They,
together.
I can see that. They are shady. I mean, well, he's feeling shady to me too. Like I can't really trust him no more. But they have been. I mean, he was representing her, but you ain't seen them together at all as far as like client lawyer relationship. You have not seen them together.
You don't have to because he get phone calls too, and you be like, "Oh, hold on, or let me
He
call you
did.
back."
He has been
Or
getting calls,
text me
but
and be
then
like,
he ain't got to because every chance they get, August is telling him everything. I mean, granted that's her boo, and they having pillow talk during the day and all that good stuff, but still, like as soon as something pop off, she on the phone and was like, I think Bridget is the one that's poisoning the vineyard. I think Otis is the one that is the extortionist. Like she is on the phone in 2.5.
and if you know, as soon as she said Bridget, he was like, "That don't sound like Bridget. That's not Bridget. No, that ain't Bridget. It's not Bridget because it's Bridget Mama." And
Mm-hmm. He can honestly say that it's not Bridget. It's Melanie. If we and he probably you're right. He might be helping her. Like me and Melanie are into this. Bridget ain't got nothing to do with this.
because if you remember the episode before this, I guess the family helped him when he was in college and helped him pay for school, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not using your family."
They helped him with everything to the point where he claims the reason he moved away is so he can develop his own life and not feel like he's dependent upon them and what they have. So he got to come up and be a man on his own.
Yep, it's Melanie and Boo Thang.
He could be low key with Melanie. You know, it could be that twist too. I don't know. I don't know. Child.
It's all over the place. Like this show really have you thinking because it'll have you, and then he was like, "Wait, what?" Okay, so what do you think? I don't know where you want to start. Miss
He is.
King shady. Miss
He
King
really is
shady
shady.
told Bridget her hair was cute if it was straight, and why she won't do nothing with it. Miss King been shady. She been on 10
So one.
since episode 1. She been on
And
10.
I think this apology is fake too towards Bridget. You know, because she's like, I've come to my senses. I think, it's just time for me to stop. Like, it's not your fault. We've been known it's not her fault. It has never been Bridget's
How
fault.
did you say?
Your husband cheated on you with your sister and they had a child. Like, that has never been Bridget's fault. But you have been shading Bridget like she the one who slept with your man. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden she's like, it's really not your fault. I'm so sorry. I'm over it. It just needed time to heal. Can you come back and work for us? Like, I don't trust that apology either. I think Bridget had a right to be suspect, to be like, this don't feel right, even though she took it. But I think that Vanessa, like, it's something else to that too. Like, that was just too easy.
Yeah, she's over the. She apologized because she knew that August wasn't coming on that trip to New York. So once I apologized to Bridget, now Bridget coming on the trip, so now I can put stuff in her mind. So then you saw what she did. As soon as she went there, they ate, had fun, shopped, keyed, and then she took her to the grandmother.
Why? You probably ain't even talked to your mama in years.
And then as soon as grandmother saw her, she was like, "Melanie, touch me." And Bridget was like, "Oh my God, I'm not Melanie." She
I'm
was
not
like, "Oh my
no
God."
her
But do you see all that tea that grandma spilled about Melanie to Bridget?
to the point where now Vanessa is like, you got to choose between us and your mama.
And when she said that, I said, you and Mother dear Ben had something going on with Melanie.
Clearly, but why? I mean, the audacity to ask someone to choose between someone and their mama. I
But
don't
you,
know how mad you are at your mama, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're all family. And that's what's even worse about it. Like, they're all family. But at the end of the day, you're asking her to choose between basically her aunt and the rest of them with the job that she loves to her mom.
mm-hmm.
Like, I don't, that is just, that's beyond me. Like, I just cannot believe she even parted her lips to do that. And she really wants her to choose.
She do
And
because she wants to
I
hide.
think,
Because you can clearly see that Melanie is kind of like the outcast or the black sheep. You can tell Melanie was the wild child. She was doing stuff. She was doing drugs. She was partying. She was still getting an education, but you can also tell that Vanessa was like the debutante, and she was the like her mother. And then for the
yeah.
simple fact that Melanie flipped the script, but is that true? I don't even know if that's true with the dad and the.
So I hope she don't choose because I think that's stupid. But So Ebony,
Wait,
you
I
think
have
the
a question.
the fake? Which mom? Melanie the mom or Vanessa the mom? The grandma did go off. She looked
Grandmother,
like the sister. I think the tea was really about Miss King.
I do have a question. Grandmother said, Melanie, you should have been the one that died in the house fire.
Who died?
And I was like, well, what house fire? Well, who died?
Who died?
Was it another sibling or?
So what if all of this time? Okay, Ebony, I can let's go where you going. What if all of this time the mom is mad at Melanie, where let's say Melanie has been covering for Vanessa all the time. Like really, maybe Vanessa is the demon child, and Melanie has been covering for her as her big sister. And so now she's looking bad to the mama, and the mama really thinks Melanie is the villain, but it's really not. So now, of course, Vanessa is using this as ammo. Was like, well, if her own mama is against her, you heard it for yourself, Bridget. If the own mama is on her, then you need to choose between us and your mama. But what if it ain't Melanie after all? What if it's Vanessa?
Maybe. Because I said that episode 1. Maybe Melanie was dating Reginald first and then
Vanessa took him or something.
came in and was like,
I mean, well, she can't take him. He was grown. You can't take a grown man. But maybe Vanessa is not the innocent one, and maybe it's the other way around. Is Melanie older? She cheated first. Vanessa did cheat first. So and then let's say if Melanie's older and Vanessa was getting into trouble as the big sister, it's only probably natural for her to probably like want to cover for her and save her. You know what I mean? And be that big sister to her.
I
So
feel like grandma opened a whole nother can of worms because and then they have her all the way in New York. Cause they in Sonoma. They in Cali. Grandma all the way in New York. And Bridget was like, you told us that she was doing this, and when we had weddings and we went to Paris, that she couldn't come because.
I mean, girl, how many more episodes we got? Cause
And can I get a season 2? Cause y'all don't cancel this.
we better get a season 2. And all I can say is, I mean, if Oprah behind it, we got to get a season 2. Like, I don't think she's gonna just sign on to something on her network and we only get one season and then it get canceled. Like, I don't. That's some BET stuff. I really don't know.
Yeah, Miss King sent her all the way to the East.
Yeah. Melanie probably been running. That's why she travels so much.
That's why she travels so.
Because she's not welcome home because she's hiding from the truth and she don't want the truth to come out of protection of Vanessa. That's it. I'm sold. I think that's what's happening.
Here's so much truth. I don't know. What else happened this episode?
That's what's happening. But other than the baby situation, the fertility clinic.
And his feelings getting hurt because didn't nobody love that girl.
Other than him, yes,
One
him being his feelings
feeling
again.
hurt.
I'm with you. I think she is.
Yeah, she's been keeping her away from the family and drugged up. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
As soon as she flipped the script on nurses was there with a sedation.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to get on that side. I think it's not Melanie at all. I think it's Vanessa, and she's covering for her, and she's being pushed away from the family, and now they're trying to turn Bridget against her as well to keep it that way.
That may be why Vanessa extorting him, because that's my conclusion, that Vanessa is extorting him. And she's having the boo thing make
You
phone. She said, I'm sick of y'all. Y'all gonna have to pay
know?
me.
Um,
Then she needs to hurry up and call her out and put Vanessa in her place. But she's not gonna do that.
but if she finds out that she's pinning Bridget against her, she may.
Yeah, that may happen. But I don't think it's gonna happen this season.
Of course not. It's gonna end, and when we want a cliffhanger, and we're not gonna know. But I think the only way Melanie would actually, because it's been this long, like she hasn't said nothing this long, so I think the only way she would is if she finds out they're trying to pin Bridget against her, and then it's gonna have to come out. Like it ain't got no other choice then, because it's like now you're trying to use my child as, you know what I'm saying, as collateral when I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not doing that.
But she dang sure uttered that. Well, pick one. I was like, pick who?
Yeah, right. But yeah, so I think the last thing in this episode was pretty much Rose and Dana, and him really not wanting a child.
Her again, because stooping.
I don't either, Ebony. I've been saying that for a few episodes. I don't think Dana is a king. I think his mom. I think he's a love child between his mama and one of the affairs she had with someone else. I don't think he's Reggie's son.
And I think Reggie knew that.
Yeah, I think he knew that too. Like I really don't think that's his child.
I
And
think Reggie knew that,
you're
and I think Vanessa and Reggie knew that Bridget was already Reggie's too. I think that's.
he's the oldest. I mean, because she's the oldest. Yeah.
I,
So maybe Vanessa found out he cheated and she went out and cheated again and ended up having a child because he's under Bridget.
mm-hmm.
You're right. If he end up going through with this baby, he probably gonna find out that Reggie's not his dad.
But
Man.
yeah, Dana was upset. He was like, I don't know about no baby auntie because.
But he's using it like I don't want to pass on my dwarfism, whatever, to the child. I can understand that part. I
I can,
can.
and then like think about it. If the gene is passed on, he may feel like Rose may want to have an abortion, but
Right.
do Rose really want to have a baby? What is the tea with Rose? She's a little too enthused and too extra for me with.
I don't know about Rose yet. Like I don't know this relationship between her and Bridget. Like I'm trying to figure out what this dynamic is about. I'm trying to figure out what her dynamic with Dana is. Cause I still feel like, well, up until this episode, but I still feel like it's a doggone, hey millennial song. I
Hey,
still feel like it's a business arrangement. So up until now, up until she wants this baby, but that could still be a business arrangement because then the baby will be a king and the baby will have legacy. So I
mm-hmm.
still think that Rose is not here for love. Her and
Nope.
Dana is not a love situation. It's a business deal.
And
And now,
I like Bridget and Rose been had something going on.
mm, I ain't see that, but I can definitely. I'm with you. I think Rose. Yeah, I think she really wants this baby now to keep the
Yep.
money. It's legacy for her. Like her and her baby are always gonna be good if she has a baby by a king, which we don't know. Dana's not a king, but what if he's adopted? But for all he know, he's a king. So I think it's a business deal. Like she don't really love that man, but she wants this baby bad because she wants to the fertility clinic now.
Yep. And he was so on it. He was like, "Girl, you fixing all of this? I got a mama and some sisters. What's up? What you want?
Yeah, like
What you want? Like, what is?"
millennial. I am drinking this lovely wine. It's the Journey Blend by Lovely Wines. So we drinking black tonight.
And
And
I'm
Nikki drinking.
drinking Pinot Noir by Charles Woodson.
Yes. What are you sipping on, sis? What you sipping? But yeah,
Oh,
I agree. I think
it's on live on TikTok. I flip flop.
I do too. I do
He
too.
was drinking 19 Crimes Cali Red. That's what she.
That's what you were drinking earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the daddy. Yes, we got to keep it black over here. I mean, it's Black history, but still, we're gonna do it black every time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, and I think that and the daddy said that like she only keeps her job if she's married to a king. If she
He
stayed with Dana.
did say that.
Yeah, he said that like early, like and the will. I'm sorry, he didn't say that, but it was in the will that she
That's
can keep her
what
job as long as
he
she's married.
absolutely. Now that brown sugar brought it up. Absolutely, he did say that.
Yeah, he said it was in his will. Like you can stay head of PR as long as you stay married to Dana. So she ain't going nowhere. She is not going nowhere. Not now. Not until her bag is secured. I'll say that. I ain't gonna say she ain't gonna never go nowhere, but until she feel like she set up good time, she ain't. She gonna stay right where she at, and she gonna keep working what she got.
Yep. So Dana and Rose and Bridget. Of course, Dana feelings hurt again because he's spying on people. That's his
He
fault.
did it again. There he goes sign again.
I feel like
Looking
Bridget
for
trying to use Rose at that point in time to maybe I don't know what Bridget's doing. Bridget, I don't know. I'm side eyeing Bridget. I don't know what she's doing because I feel like she used Rose because she set her up because she knew Rose sexual orientation. So I feel like she was like, "Well, girl, I'm just gonna tell you some stuff, and then I already know you gonna do some stuff." And she was like, "No, I can't." She left.
mm-hmm.
But the ending with Miss August and Mr. Lawyer,
What part?
the football stadium, and because I text you and I was like, "Sis, is he divorced? When did the divorce
Right.
end?"
Right.
Because August, you had first of all, you had a high school football stadium
A high school football stadium with your high school cheerleading uniform on,
with the lights on. So
with all the lights on.
they
It ain't
just
like one side is shaded. Like all the stadium lights are on.
They just finished practice, a game, something, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
up here with this married man because he's still married because he ain't said he got no.
Yeah, he's still married.
Giving him
It's all the business in the stadium bleachers. Okay, all the business.
giving him the business and telling the business.
She's
She doing
telling yes, she is telling all the business and giving him her business. So, I hate to say it, and I would not wish that on, but he's probably gonna burn her somehow, some way.
definitely is.
I hate that he would do that, but I feel like he probably would end up burning
Definitely
her.
is. And the wife about to pop up too. It probably
Maybe.
the might be on it too. Hell, she ain't popped up nowhere.
Exactly. She only pop up when it's convenient. Like this one time in the darn restaurant or wherever they at, and she pops up like she ain't see them. You probably knew she was there.
Mm,
Like
mm.
burning himself because she was gonna make him like part president or co-president, and now that's done.
Cause my thing is, sir, you don't have no more clients. Melanie and August is your
That was the only client. I mean, he always on the phone
with Melanie.
though. That's probably a fact. That's
I
probably
said he on the phone with Auntie Melanie.
it.
Obsession.
Ah, you gonna make me drink the rest of my bottle messing with you and this all this drama. But I think that covers it. I mean, we still don't know who the extortionist is, of course. But we are thinking possibly, of course, Bridget got something to do with it. She getting real tough right now. She can't be trusted no more. Even like her whole demeanor has changed though.
Flip the script. She said exactly no clients.
Yeah, like
Flip the script.
she has gone from being this bubbly, happy-go-lucky, you know what I'm saying, like everybody's best friend, to now being.
She went from hey y'all, hey cousin, hey sister to well bitch, I'm gonna get you back.
F all y'all, right? Like
I,
I don't know what to say about her right now.
like I said, especially after the grandmother incident, she was like, well, girl, my mind made up now.
Yeah, she came back and was like, I don't want to tell y'all nothing. Like it is what I mean. Like, did you have a good trip? No. You want to tell us? No.
Answering phone calls in the middle of my conversation with you.
You know what I'm saying? Walking off. Now she got all this poison in her bag. She got the drills in her bag. I was trying to get her the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna still try to get her the benefit of the doubt because I like her, but it's just
But I think Christian gonna figure everything out
okay, Christian. I hope he do.
because he's the neutral party. Like
Right.
he's suspecting Bridget, but everybody still comes to Christian and tell him stuff.
You right.
Christian gonna end up figuring everything out. It ain't gonna be that PI because he always someone with a snack.
And he got the girls mad at him because he living off his family money.
That's what you want him to do. Girl, go sit down somewhere, ma'am. The cousin is gonna get the girl.
She probably would get the grandma out, bring her around, and let her spill everything. Because they probably got her doped up that she don't really know what's going on. Like, when she get detox, she going to remember everything and probably tell it all.
Because she's only sedated. She don't have no dementia, no Alzheimer's.
I'm
She's
saying she's drugged up
and they're keeping her sedated for a
for a
reason.
reason. Vanessa is keeping her sedated for a reason so she can go tell her lies about Melanie and was like,
Because yep,
remember?
you can tell that she's sedated and she's repeating something that somebody said because it.
Not gonna he gonna start wearing cargo pants. He gonna give her the Versace. He might give her the Versace.
He get rid of the Versace.
Yeah, I think she's been feeding her this whole time. But you know what? What's also weird too is like the mama instantly went to Bridget and was like, Melanie and Bridget don't look alike.
Nothing alike.
So how you confusing the two? How
And
you confusing Bridget from Melanie? It was nothing. Nothing.
Just flip the script and say like nothing alike.
They look nothing alike. So she has been feeding that to her, I'm sure, probably giving her pictures and was like, Melanie, this is Melanie. Remember?
That's why she's all the way on the East Coast. But I'm like, who said that? Brown Sugar said she was coming to get her. Who said that? Oh shoot.
Yeah, the grandma. I think the grandma do got good sense.
Whoever said that, yeah, she got plenty of sense.
Yeah, and I think it's setting it up just right. She keep acting like she innocent, like she don't know what the heck is going on, but she got her own mess going on. Far from Reggie had going.
Later, Bridget gonna bring her back to Cali and be like,
yeah, she gonna bring her back or something. 'Cause this ain't none of this is making sense with this whole dynamic. Like I think it's I'm sorry, I do believe I'm feeling like I can get on board that it is Vanessa, and I think Melanie has been covering for her all these years because the fact that she really thought Bridget was Melanie, like that's no, no.
And that's why Vanessa, that's why Auntie Melanie is extorting her behind because she doing too much and she's sick of her.
Dang, that's
Sick
crazy.
of her. She's sick of her. She's sick of her messing with her. She's sick of taking up for her, and she took her man. I said what I said.
Oh, pow, pow, pow. She's sick of it.
I, because obviously Melanie was pregnant first, so
Yeah,
that tells you that her and Reginald had a relationship
she
first.
definitely was pregnant first
But
because they
the
said this
old,
last. So they was like he was like I'm the oldest. It was like well no technically Bridget's older.
so she's sick of Vanessa. She was like, "Girl,
Mm-hmm.
I take up for you. You don't appreciate it. You ungrateful. You always take my man. I'm sick of you. So let me go and get my coins."
Dang. So you think Melanie's the one extorting him?
Yeah,
Melanie,
Melanie,
the boyfriend.
the lawyer. What the heck is his? I gotta find out that man's name.
I don't even write it down, so I don't know who. I thought.
Exactly.
I
And he loved her. He loved her.
love who? Who love?
Reginald loved Melanie.
Oh,
Exactly. That's why she's sick of their shenanigans. She's sick of her.
they
She,
might have been a true love. Shoot, him and Vanessa could have been a business relationship.
she said, "Well, since he gone now, so now I'm just gonna get my money."
Definitely. And you know, Yvette is on Melanie's side probably more so than Vanessa's side.
On anybody's side to get her a room because she done slept with the distributor
Quick,
and
okay.
he done caught feelings in the overnight.
Like literally. Oh, Kim, you ain't watched the episode, girl. I hope you ain't been on this whole time because we showed on.
Yep, he loved his daughter too, Brown
So,
Sugar. But that's why Bridget knew. I like I said, I truly believed she knew. That's why because he told her.
mhm.
Now he might not have told Melanie he told her, but he told Bridget.
He had to, cause they had monthly date. They had monthly lunch dates.
Lunch dates, yep. They hung out. She's the only one who went to the bank. All
Yep,
of that.
lunch every month. Exactly.
Melanie's sick of Vanessa, and she said, "Well, sis, I couldn't get my man back, but I'm gonna get his money,
Ooh, can you still owe her?
and I'm gonna tell your business why I'm at it."
Oh, it's getting too good. It's getting too good. Whew. Well, that's all I got for today. I mean, that was enough. I felt like we went over. We kind of had to recap 2 weeks in the at a time, but you don't have the owner save the family.
Who is the owner?
He's
Oh,
gonna
she
what?
gonna, she gonna have one to save the family. Hmm.
She's gonna have to save them. Like somebody got to save the family, but I
Girl,
August gonna go down fighting. Tay Clayton, thank you, girl. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have engaged with us amazingly.
yeah.
We appreciate y'all. Y'all made these conversations good. Y'all gave us a lot to think about, a lot of twists.
Okay, and y'all watching the show and getting it into it.
Really watching this show. Like we are tuned in to this show every week. So I don't know when it's over, but we do got at least next week. So y'all tune in with us next week. We'll be back next Wednesday to talk about the next episode. And cheers to that. That's all.
Yep. Good night, y'all.
Bye. It was good. Can't wait for next week. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same station.
Good night.
Have a good night.